Today's news. Today's news.
Southern storm.
Snow on the beach. Who would have thought?
Trump action on diversity. Ordering DEI staff to be placed on paid leave. Critics blast Capitol attack clemency. President Trump is defending the pardon. Good morning. I'm Steve Clayton. With the CBS World News Roundup, there's snow from Bourbon Street in New Orleans to the beaches of the Florida Panhandle and South Carolina. Record-breaking totals in the Deep South, from nearly a foot of snow in parts of Louisiana to 5 inches at Myrtle Beach. Here's CBS's Skylar Henry.
A winter wonderland on the beaches of North Florida. Snow-blanketed sand in Panama City as a winter storm swept along the Gulf Coast. In Pensacola, more than 7.5 inches of snow Tuesday shattered the previous record set in 1895. The storm started in Texas early Tuesday, with the Houston region getting buried by a historic 3 to 5 inches of snow, which closed highways and emptied city streets, as CBS's Janet Shanlian saw.
This is an historic amount of snow for this city, and Houston is virtually shut down.
8 inches in the New Orleans area Tuesday was 3 times the city's previous snowfall record. Katie Weiss is there.
An historic weather event here in the Big Easy, the most snowfall the Big Easy has ever seen in its history.
There's bone-chilling cold just below or just above zero from the Midwest into the east. Still strong winds in the Southern California fire zone with rain on the way. Now to Washington, CBS's Nancy Cordes has the latest on the sweeping changes from the new Trump administration, including ending diversity programs at federal agencies.
The 4-page memo obtained by CBS News instructs federal agency heads to cancel any DEI-related trainings and close all DEI offices. The memo went out just one day after President Trump signed an executive order giving agencies 60 days to terminate all DEI positions.
Our country is going to be based on merit again. Can you believe it?
Another new directive, this one released by the Department of Homeland Security, reversed a Biden-era policy prohibiting deportation agents from making arrests at sensitive locations, like schools or churches.
The Trump administration has canceled travel plans for refugees who've already been cleared to resettle in the U.S. And CBS's Scott McFarlane has the latest on the reaction to the pardons issued to defendants in the Capitol attack.
Last night, President Trump defended his blanket pardon for nearly 1,600 riot-linked defendants.
We pardoned people that were treated unbelievably poorly. In the history of our country, there's never been anything take place like this.
Hundreds of them charged with beating, punching, and macing officers. Speaking to Nora O'Donnell, the U.S. Capitol Police Chief said his officers feel let down.
I think it sends a message that politics is more important than policing.
Among those released from prison so far are leaders of right-wing militant groups. Oath Keepers founder Stuart Rhodes and Enrique Tarrio, the former leader of the Proud Boys.
Senators considering the nomination of Pete Hegseth for defense secretary have received an affidavit from a former sister-in-law alleging that he was abusive to his second wife to the point where she feared for her safety. CBS's Nicole Killian.
In a statement to CBS News, an attorney for Pete Hegseth said that his ex-wife Samantha never alleged any abuse in court documents or to the FBI, and he called Danielle Hegseth's claims belated and false.
Now overseas to Gaza. Aid trucks moving in under terms of the ceasefire. Yesterday, the UN says 900 entered, much more than the 600 a day called for in the agreement. Prince Harry has settled his privacy invasion lawsuit against Rupert Murdoch's British tabloids just as a trial was about to begin. The tabloids have made an unprecedented apology to Harry in settling the lawsuit and will pay him what's described as a substantial sum. Time on the roundup, 4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these dash cam news adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 35 degrees in Napa, California.